12-year-old boy charged for stabbing a woman in the Houston area. Let's check it out.
To home here in the Houston area, the mother of two children speaks after they're accused of stabbing a woman in Northwest Harris County on Saturday. Harris County Sheriff's deputies say the children are 12 and 7 years old. This video shows the boys going up to the woman's garage while wearing what looks like blue surgical gloves. The 12-year-old is now facing an aggravated assault charge.
Troy Class has been following this story since Saturday.
Troy, what are you learning this evening?
Well, we're learning that the victim's brother, who normally checks on her, came by on Saturday and found the 59-year-old woman in the open garage behind me. Now, investigators and family tell me that both the 12-year-old suspect and the victim are dealing with their own forms of mental illness.
On the behalf of my boys and I want to let the family know that I am very sorry.
A mother coming forward to apologize for her son. She's asked that we blur her face.
Sure, y'all, my boys do not mean no harm. I'm sorry.
Your boys do not mean any harm, huh? Okay, a 12-year-old and a 7-year-old put on surgical gloves and go back. One of them goes back to stab somebody purposely. They do it intentionally. They didn't mean any harm, though. Ridiculous.
Sorry that this incident happened. I'm not going to use my child's mental conditions as an excuse for his behavior because I do believe in accountability.
On Saturday, surveillance video captures her two sons, 7 and 12 years old, confronting the woman on April Valley Court. In the video, it appears another woman is trying to intervene and tell the kids to leave the victim alone. The brothers eventually leave. After the initial confrontation, the boys come back on their bicycles with surgical gloves and a knife. Surveillance video shows the 12-year-old run into the garage and both boys leave the scene. The victim is recovering in the hospital right now.
But that didn't mean any harm. Nah.
Harris County Sheriff's Office says she also has a mental illness. Neighbors told us Saturday there have been previous altercations.
So it's just been a constant issue with her. I've had to call the cops at least 5 times already. We know that we need to just kind of give her space and leave her alone, but I think these kids just didn't know any better.
The mom says her son
Oh my gosh, with the excuses for these kids. They didn't know any better. Okay.
Be protective of his siblings.
If something triggers him, he gets very upsetting. He does get very upsetting.
She says her son remains in custody, while the 7-year-old is at home still trying to grasp what happened. The video shows.
Wait a minute, I'm going to play that back 1 second. Hold on.
Did not stab the woman to grasp what happened. While the 7-year-old is at home still trying to
Something triggers him.
Of his sibling. The mom says her son can be protective of his siblings.
If something triggers him, he gets very upsetting. He does get very upsetting.
She says her son.
Okay. So she's saying that, I guess she's kind of, to me it sounds like she's saying, well, he was just defending his brother. Something triggered his brother, so he was defending him. That's what I get from that.
Son remains in custody, while the 7-year-old is at home still trying to grasp what happened. The video shows he did not stab the woman. The family is also hoping the woman recovers.
I wish I could just see the lady and give her a hug because, I mean, I really never expected my children to do any harm to anybody.
Again, the sheriff's office tells us that the victim is still recovering, and under state law, the youngest a juvenile can be charged with any serious crime is 10 years old. Therefore, the 7-year-old won't be charged with any crime. Live in Northwest Harris County.
All right. So the 7-year-old looks like he's not going to be charged with anything because he's too young. Sad situation for sure. Woman is obviously dealing with mental health issues. But there's no justification for these boys going back and doing what they did. Well, no matter what the issue was, look, I have a brother. I have an older brother. And you didn't see us, running around stabbing people or getting in altercations with adults. Look, yeah, we didn't come across anybody with mental illness in our neighborhood who may have started anything. I don't know what happened here, but We never did. We would never even think of doing anything like this. We would never think of going and stabbing somebody. My brother would never go stab somebody just because I got triggered over something. I'm not gonna go put on gloves and say, "Hey, let's grab a knife and get this woman back." That's just not gonna happen. So there's something wrong with these kids here. There's something deeper going on, and I'm glad this 12-year-old got charged. The mother, I'm sure she is very sorry, but at the same time, she is also making excuses, saying they didn't mean any harm. He deals with mental illness. Even though she says not an excuse, she threw that out there as an out. That's just my opinion on that. Yeah, crazy story right here. Crazy stuff happening. There's a lot of stories come out of the Houston area because there's a lot going on down there. I'm glad I'm up here in the good old Tarrant County and not down there over the Houston area. That's just me. Look, I've been told things about Houston. I actually met somebody the other day, a couple weeks ago actually, and they said Houston is pretty crazy all over, it seems. Some areas are still nice, but a lot of homeless people, homeless camps going up. Crime, people stealing bikes all the time. Just crazy stuff in the neighborhood. But all right, guys, I'm going to leave it right there. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. See you next time. Thank you. Take care.